Okay, guys. So, I'm doing something different with lunch, and I've talked about lunch a couple of times, and I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about it again. I used to do sandwiches like every day, like make a sandwich or whatever, and I kind of burnt out on that, like, because it was like, all right, buy the bag of chips, and everyday lunch was the same. And I am pretty boring when it comes to like eating. I don't mind eating the same thing again and again, but once I'm done for a while. So I was like, well, I don't know what to do now, and I keep those like healthy choices. And I don't know if I actually talked about this here, or if I know I blogged about it, but I keep healthy choices in the freezer at work, kind of like an array of them. Like I keep the two that I always have in the little freezer, because there's a big freezer, but I'm not allowed to like occupy all that space if it's needed. But a lot of people don't use it, so I'm often able to use it. But what was I saying to you? Okay. Sorry, driving. So, I always keep a pizza and a Chinese meal. And that is basically so that if they're like, oh, we're getting Chinese, and that urge comes, I'm like, no, I don't order with them, and I can just go make my Chinese food. Or if they're like, oh, we're getting pizza, which actually, lately, those things don't bother me, because since I do that shit I didn't eat blog, it's kind of fun. It's like, I go in there and they used to be like, oh, we have food, don't come in here. Well, I go in there and I take a picture of their food or whatever I didn't eat, and I'm like, cool, later, peace out. Because everybody wants to talk about how, like, oh, you're looking so good, or you're looking, you're getting so small or whatever, which is kind of bizarre, but anyway. And it's like, yeah, well, or they'll be like, I wish I had that kind of willpower, and it's like, well, then you need to start a shit you didn't eat and stop eating the shit. So, anyway, that's just, it helps me. So, since that, it's actually been a lot easier just to stick to my plan. Also, I cannot plan things. I cannot plan things like eons in advance. It just doesn't work for me. But I do like having each day planned. So in the morning, and it doesn't take long because I generally know what I'm working with. But in the morning, I just go boop, 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 and in my little phone, in my iPhone, I go into my Lose It application and I plan about 1,000 calories. I try to eat 1,200. Sometimes it's a little lower, sometimes it's a little higher. I don't eat when I'm not hungry. Like, I'm not going to make myself eat an ice cream cone or whatever just because I have to have more calories. Not going to happen. So, I try to plan 1,000 calories, which leaves me 200 to, have an extra snack or do something unplanned or whatever. Pick while I'm making other people's dinner, whatever. Okay. Well, I was making my sandwich for a long time and just having a bag of chips or whatever. But then that kind of got boring, and so I started eating my like healthy choices, the cafe steamers, which are really, really freaking good. I cannot stand rewarmed rice or rice from a microwave, and even their like gumbo, their like Cajun style gumbo dish was awesome with the rice. So totally good, totally worth checking out, totally worth keeping a stockpile. And do they have sodium? Yes. Are they outrageous? Not actually. And they are also really filling and really good. And if you're bored and you want cooked or like actual food, not like a sandwich or whatever, they're a really great alternative. And, drink lots of water, be aware of your sodium intake, but don't let it totally freak you out and not go near those things. Now, I'm sure other people will disagree with me. This is for my own personal story, okay? Okay, so here we go. I was like using like 250 to 300 calories on the dish, which is fine. But then I kind of went through a phase where that was great. That's what I wanted. But now I'm starting to want like a lunch again. So I decided, I make my girlfriend's lunch. I make my oldest daughter's lunch. I don't make my youngest because she enjoys eating in the cafeteria. And since we're hoping to homeschool, that probably won't go on for much longer. So she has to eat a wash can. So I make lunches every night. And I was like, I can make my own lunch. Fun, fun, fun. So I've pre-planned my whole meal. And I have it packed in my little, I would show you, but there's a cop hanging out right there. I probably shouldn't even be videoing. Hold on. I have it packed in my lunch kit, and my lunch kit's like a double-decker. So I have 3 boiled egg whites, 50 calories. This is gonna be breakfast. I have cereal at work. It's Special K. Oh no, I'm bringing it today. Special K vanilla and almonds, and that's 130 calories for a whole cup. And I'm gonna do that with a half a cup of almond milk, original, unsweetened, which is like 30 calories. And is that what I have for breakfast? Breakfast. 3 egg whites, 50 calories. Special K, 133 calories. Almond milk, 30 calories, and an apple for 77 calories, which is $2.79 for breakfast. Then I have a light wheat bun, turkey meat, salsa, and a Laughing Cow light Swiss cheese wedge, plus broccoli. Freaking love steamed broccoli, and I did it at home, so everybody at work's going to be happy because it's not going to stink. 215 calories, that's lunch. For dinner, I'm going to do crab stuffed mushroom cap. So I'm doing the portobello mushroom, 48 calories, 2 ounces of crab meat, 58 calories, spinach, 11 calories, Laughing Cow light Swiss cheese wedge, 35 calories, 4 cups of asparagus, and that's 107 calories, that's 259 calories. Then I'm doing my planned snacks are yogurt for 100 calories, that Fiber Plus bar that I got from Ashley and I'm now heavily addicted to. I mean, girlfriend's on like the hide these now and only give it to me to plan because I can't just eat those. 120 calories and an ice cream pop, which is 14 calories. So I think that comes out to 234 calories, which is right around 1,000, and that means I have 200 calories to fool with. Now, that's the plan. I just spouted off a whole bunch of numbers and crap and all that stuff, and actually what I'm about to do is go through and show it to you as it happens. So we'll see if it actually works. Bringing my lunch and trying to be organized in that way. Right now, I'm starving because I'm not allowed to eat anything or drink anything for 12 hours because I'm going to have my ultrasounds on for my side to figure out what's going on with that. Fun stuff. Anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm not really worried about it. I was worried last week when it was hurting really, really bad. Now it's hurting just a little bad. So, hoping to get good news there. I'm sure it will. Thank God. Oh, and last time I talked to you guys, I was on the road and I was like, oh look, I picked up my breakfast. I wanted to mention that water is really important, and a lot of times I let running around stop me from drinking water, and then like by the end of the day it's like, oh my god, I didn't even get my water in. So I have made it a habit to have smart water, which here's my thing, I'll drink tap water, I don't care, I will drink water, but when it comes to bottled water, I find some bottled water to be weird. So I will pick up Smart Water because I like the taste. I will also pick up Fiji or like those type of waters because I like the taste. There are some waters, like bottled water, that kind of creeps me out, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's plastic, whatever. I mean, the other stuff's in plastic, so I don't know if it's like a different type of plastic, whatever. But anyway, so make sure you have water. You can keep it like in your fridge. I drink water room temperature or refrigerated, it doesn't matter. But just make sure you have it so that you can stay hydrated, and that will really help you stay ahead of the game. I tell you this, I eat pretty much the same thing for weeks at a time. It's pretty clockwork for me. And I will eat and work out one way and not get enough water and maybe lose a pound, pound 0.2 or whatever. But I can do that same menu and that same workout and drink tons of water. I usually get around 80 to 90 ounces of just straight water, and then a whole bunch of, like, probably another 5 to 10 cups of herbal tea or water with flavor in it, you know, and stuff like that. So drink lots of water, and you know what? Those weeks, I'll lose 2 to 3 pounds. It's crazy. Not the last 2 weeks. I think I'm slowing down now because of my weight. I mean, I would love to have big losses again, but whatever. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm applying myself. So a pound to a pound and a half is awesome. Thank God. And, but yeah, with water, you can totally see a difference at the scale. It's crazy. And your body feels better, and you eat less because you're full of water. All right, it was a long ride so far, and I've been talking your ear off, and I still have to load up all the pictures of my food. So yeah, I'm going to do pictures. I'm going to do a slideshow. So unless I decide there's something I have to add, you're not going to see any more video. Here comes the food. Okay, I know this is stupid, but I'm in the parking garage, and I had to park, and I found a spot that's really, like, I wasn't actually looking to get close because I don't mind walking, but it wasn't as far as it could be because this parking garage is kind of scary because I'm a freak. Anyway, but there was a spot, and it's like, look how close my little car is to that car. I never could have gotten out of the car before. That's insane. It's like, I don't know, like I was able to park there because I'm not as big as I used to be. Seriously, last time I came and got an ultrasound, they gave me 2 of the 3X gowns to wrap one front ways and one back ways because I was so big they didn't fit. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. 1 gown and room to spare. Clearly, I didn't mean it when I said I wasn't going to talk to y'all anymore. I've talked to you like 3 times since then. So, I'm at lunch, I'm at work, and I'm having a horrible moment because I know it's from being hungry and from not eating for so many hours and from waiting, but now I'm like hungry, and I ate my eggs and I ate my apple like an hour ago, and then I just finished my cereal, and I know that I'm satisfied and that I'm full because that's actually adding a little bit to my breakfast compared to what I normally eat, but I am still hungry. Like, I just want to eat. Like, I think from letting it get so far out of control, well, making it get so far out of control because I had to do the ultrasound, that like the urge to overeat is like gnawing at my insides. So I've drank 20 ounces of water so far. I'm about to drink another 16. I'm having my hot tea. Normally I've had like 3 cups of water and like 2 hot teas by now. So, 3 16-ounce cups of water. So I know I'm behind on that. So I'm going to go ahead and catch up with all that. And hopefully by the time lunch comes and I've eaten, I'll feel satisfied and like in the place I'm supposed to be. Because this is crazy. Just wanted to give a quick update. I have caught up on my water, and I am not feeling starved anymore. I caught up on my water, and I am about halfway through a cup of warm tea. So I think that I just was needing to give myself some time to catch up. I think that's one of those things where
if you allow yourself to just eat because you feel hungry. You know what hungry is, because that was wild. I mean, I was like, I have not felt that way since the beginning of this whole process. So, yeah, I'm feeling really good. I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to eat lunch. That's not true. I am going to eat lunch. I'm just going to probably do it about a half an hour to an hour later. I did start my day on the egg whites, so I was starting on protein and not my cereal, because carbs can lead to wanting to eat even more, and protein is supposed to make you feel full. So, there we go. I feel much better. I'm freezing, but I feel much better.
So I Martha Stewarted this as much as possible. I have things prepped, and as promised, I'm going to take you through making the mushroom. Alright, there's the mushroom cap. I already took the little stem out, so it's as empty as possible. This is everything we're going to put into it. That's what I did with the stem. I just cut it up so it can go into the mix. That's 2 ounces of crab meat, 1/4 of a cup of spinach. These are actually some of those little boiled pearl onions and some boiled garlic, so it's going to just add some flavor. And 1 of these. Then I'm going to salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to put them all in here and mix them up. This is what it looks like all mixed up. I tried to use that little plastic cup for ease of cleanup, but there wasn't enough room to really get it mixed. So that's what it looks like, and we're about to stuff the mushroom cap. Okay, so I have them in a lined pan that's sprayed with nonstick spray, and the oven is preheated to 425. Now, this is also sprayed with nonstick spray, so it doesn't stick to the top, and I'm going to cover them and cook them for 20 minutes, and then take the cover off and let them go for another 5. I'm also going to bake some asparagus as a side. Now, the trick here is, okay, first of all, anytime I'm baking like French fries, like potatoes or chicken patties or fish or anything that needs to be crispy, like shake and bake, you wrinkle your foil so that the item doesn't sit in its own juice. It's kind of able to get away and actually crisp up. The other thing is, I used to rub these down in oil. I don't do that anymore. I like crispy edges, so I just give them a spritz with my nonstick cooking spray. Just a little light, I mean nothing crazy, just a little whoosh, and they'll crisp up. It's like rubbing them in oil, but not. They cook at 425 also when I do them, so it's a good side dish. They also go about the same time. So I'm going to pop these in right now, and then I'm going to let things cook. Okay, so the buzzer just went off, and I'm going to take this foil off the top, and they're looking good. We're going to let them cook 5 more minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes just went by, and I'm pulling them out just to put a little shredded cheese on mine and provolone cheese on my girlfriend's. We're going to let the cheese melt and everything for 5 minutes, so it's 30 minutes altogether, and at the same time these should be ready to come out. Yum.